Good morning and welcome to GrainTV for July 2nd, 2012. To my left is Logan Burgess and I'm Brock Shimbino. Hot, dry weather persisted across the Midwest for much of the weekend, leading to another rally in the grain complex in the overnight session. Let's turn over to Fire Tip for the live quotes.
That's right, Brock. Well, if we do take a look here at our quote board, we're looking at old crop corn trading up 22 3/4. We have that D's contract trading up about 20. Soybeans up 16 on old crop. New crop beans up 14.5. And we have Chicago wheat actually backing off here a little bit now that the pit trade's open. Up 6 1/4 in Chicago. We have Kansas City wheat up 10. Looking at the outside markets here, we have crude oil trading down about $2 a barrel, and the dollar index is actually taking a nice little bounce after absolutely getting hammered in the trade on Friday there.
Yeah, something else to help the grain markets this morning is we saw 1.19 million metric tons of soybeans sold to unknown destinations for delivery in 11/12, and we also saw 110,000 metric tons of corn going to Mexico for delivery in 12/13. So that's also going to help provide support to a corn market that's already rallying based upon what's going on in the weather market.
Right, the grain market has absolutely been on a tear here as conditions remain very dry right now. If we take a look at the 6-10 day forecast, this is just updated this morning by Planalytics here, and you can see that there's absolutely no relief in sight for that area of Illinois, Indiana, Ohio that we've been watching pretty darn closely here. That's really been putting a bid underneath, especially this corn market as we approach this first couple weeks in July, when a large amount of this crop is going to be in the pollination phase, very critical to determining yield. On Friday we did have Planalytics come out and peg the corn yield at 158 bushels per acre. On that day also we had Informa come out and say 155, and this morning we had another firm come out actually say 150. So a sub 160 yield out of this corn crop. It really seems like what the market's pricing in right now, and as a result, we've seen the D's corn contract been on an absolute tear here recently.
It has been on tear recently, and something that's going to also lend more support to the thoughts that there is quite a drought out there.
Right.
So if you take a look at the soil moisture content across much of that Midwest area that we were talking in Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, we see that we're in the 50 percentile of normal percent of soil moisture capacity. So that's getting pretty low.
Right.
We've seen that fall off rather sharply in the last several weeks or so, but one area that does still have a little bit of glimmer of a hope, a garden spot, is that southern Minnesota, northwest Iowa area where we see about 83% to 90% in the soil moisture capacity.
Right.
But if you're thinking about how much precipitation is needed to actually cut this drought or prevent further drought, we were actually looking at about 10 to 14 inches in a lot of the areas that we're mentioning in Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. So we need substantial rainfall over the next few weeks to actually prevent further deterioration of this crop that already looks like, based upon what the analysts are saying, to be deteriorating rather quickly.
You're right. Well, we'll get some information on that end this afternoon in the crop condition report. We'll be tweeting about that when that report comes out here this afternoon. I think that kind of wraps up our show here for Monday morning on GrainTV. Thanks a lot for joining us. Have a great rest of your day.